Hello, everyone. This is Dr. Wen. Which is larger? We have two numbers here. Now, the first number, second number, that's a difference of two square roots. The two numbers are consecutive. Two numbers are consecutive. If here's plus, the problem will be very easy. But here's minus, we cannot easily see the difference, which one is bigger, because the square root. We are assuming you cannot use calculator. This is a middle school math level. In general, how to get rid of the root sign? For example, if x equals square root of a minus square root of b, the typical method is this. Both numerator denominator time its conjugate. A square root of a minus square root of b is conjugated as square root of a plus square root of b. If numerator time its conjugate, denominator should divide by, right? Its conjugate. Make it equal. So here, what is this? Look at the numerator. First minus second times first plus second. That's the formula for difference of two square roots. So here, if we simplify this, you will have a. Simplify this, you have b here. That's the general method. So here, we are going to use this method to simplify our problem first, then compare the two numbers. So let x equals 20 square root of 2022 minus square root of 2021, two consecutive numbers. So here, both numerator and denominator time its conjugate, which is square root of 2022 plus square root of 2021. So a minus b times a plus b equal to a squared minus b squared. That's the numerator. So a squared minus b squared equals 2022 minus 2021. Two consecutive numbers. What's the difference? Here is 1. So that's the result for x after we simplify it. Similarly, we can repeat the same idea to the second number, which we define it as y. Y equals the second number, square root of 2021 minus square root of 2020. Two consecutive numbers inside of the two root signs. Similar idea, both numerator and denominator time its conjugate. Conjugate means here is plus, right? Plus. So a minus b, a plus b equals a squared minus b squared for the numerator. So simplified, you will have here 2021 minus 2020. So this is 1. This is 1. We summarize the result here in this page. What is x? Is the first number. This is given. After we simplify, we have here. Similarly, we have y value, the second number, and here. Now, this is the current result after we simplify it. So just to look at this, we can compare x and y, which one is bigger. So look at this, numerator, both are 1s. So now compare with the denominators. Denominators of first number, denominators of second number. We have square root of 2021, square root of 2021 here. So they are equal. Now, the rest of the two numbers, look at. These numbers for x, square root of 2020 is bigger than square root of 2020 for y. So we can easily see that the denominator for x is bigger. Denominator is bigger, so the whole number is smaller. So that means x number is smaller. The conclusion is that x is less than y. The first number is less than the second number, which is square root of 2022 minus square root of 2021 less than square root of 2021 minus square root of 2020. This is the answer. That's all. See you next time. Thanks for watching.